in with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Scanning the field, it's Stone. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open on the right. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wanamaker! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Nrthwstrn offense headed out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Gives him the big stiff arm. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got a man. It's Covey. At the 35, he's loose. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Power ahead. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stone. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wk. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here we go, here we go. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Let's go! Let's go! On the ground, it's Wk. Makes it past the marker. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ross. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Here we go, sack. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Tuggle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Wk. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Purdue! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-9. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Nrthwstrn offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop it at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. They go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Stone. He's got him in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Man, a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can try to hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught, close to the marker, it's Tuggle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Here we go, here we go. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Stone. Pulls it in, it's Covey. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Northwestern. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's McCoby. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Ross. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw it Stone. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They booted away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The give to the lone running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Thomas. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoby. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that, and I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Using his legs, it's Porter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That one off, it'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Breaks into the open. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a crease, it's Porter. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stone. Oh, better look out. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3.
Base 27, jump. Base 27,
The give. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short.
22 water. 22 water.
Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's McCoby. Hard running there. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Set, ready.
They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Motion from the wideout. How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Dude, how How about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got him looking blind. Now they're going to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Back to pass, it's Stone. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll try the run. Thrust that arm out. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Here's the handoff. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Ready.
Might be changing the route. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score. Time winding down. What is better than this? He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stone. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.